And give me something to believe in. If there's a Lord above, give me something to believe in. Oh Lord, arise and give me something to believe in. If there's a Lord above, give me something to believe in. Oh Lord, arise, give me something to believe in. A little bit of humor to begin our time together today. That's a song from Poison. I was never particularly a huge fan of Poison, but I grew up in the 80s when MTV was still music television, and when it first started, and still played music videos. So while I'm not a huge Poison fan, I remember that song and that video, and I thought it would be sort of meaningful and yet a little bit of humor to get in to the topic today. Before we do that, I'm going to update you a little bit, give you some background information as to what we've been doing. Started up close to the camera so you could see the shirt I'm wearing. If you're interested in getting your own shirt like this, go to Hamilton and Adams online here in Kingston, New York. Some of the proceeds from sales of these shirts go directly to Ulster County's Project Resilience. And it's just a cool shirt and a nice way to support the community during this time. I'm in the sanctuary today by request, so we'll see how this works, trying it from here. I want to let you know that if you've wondered how I've been doing this, I'm not a technological pro in any sense of the idea. You see this? This is a mini DVD. They no longer manufacture those. If you've looked at any of the videos throughout Lent and now moving into Easter, any of the videos that are on the YouTube channel and of higher quality, those are all using those discs. My own personal stockpile of those discs, of which I am now getting low on, and which are no longer manufactured. About 20 years ago, I bought a Sony Handycam, which allows you to record directly onto the disc and burn it using the camcorder. It seemed like a great idea at the time, although they were beginning to market digital cameras, but I didn't like the idea of digital. So it shows you how behind the times I am, because digital is the norm now, and this would be considered, I guess, analog, and analog continues to fade and disappear, and and so I'm using old technology and free technology, and for those who don't appreciate or understand what that means, I'm winging my way through this, as I have been since this began. I don't know if anybody cares. I don't know if anybody even really appreciates what I've been trying to do, but it isn't easy, and especially for me, with the free apps or free options that I have available online. Earlier this week, when I was preparing, I had a different message already recorded and ready to upload for this third Sunday of Easter, which you won't get to see because I can't find, I've been living in this church for almost 2 years, and that means I've never been able to completely unpack, and I can't find one disc that came with this camcorder that would allow me to splice and trim and separate files to upload videos. I have no idea where it is. I know I still have it, but I can't tell you where. And I've spent a lot of time searching. I've tried using free apps online that turned out not to be free. Some of the videos that have been uploaded, if you notice a lag time in the visual and audio, that's because I was using an app that I thought I could at least make use of to split. So, because again, these are finite resources, and I thought if I could at least get a couple of messages on each, I could conserve them. Well, the free app isn't really free. It was a free trial, and now if I want it, I have to spend $100 to retain it, which I'm not especially interested in doing. So I'm back to just burning disc by disc until I am out. And again, you can't buy them in any stores anymore. They don't make them. More information maybe than you wanted to know. Back to the idea of something to believe in. We're going to go off of the lectionary text, deviate from it, and talk about faith. So I mentioned the shirt. Hamilton and Adams. Hope you'll, if you want a cool shirt that supports some local organizations and services in Ulster County, here in upstate New York, I encourage you to do that. Like most of us, I'm streaming videos, movies, shows, and in the last week or so, in addition to trying to figure out computers, one of my computers, the speakers have stopped working. And when you're doing things online and you can't hear, that presents a problem. And I'm wrestling with that right now. Spent all day yesterday trying to figure out what's going on unsuccessfully. But in the meantime, when I can no longer hold on to my sanity, I've been watching some murder mysteries on Amazon Prime, some Agatha Christie murder mysteries, and then stumbled upon one when I had exhausted the Agatha Christie series that they have on Prime, stumbled upon An Inspector Calls. So if you're looking for something interesting to watch and you have Prime, or maybe it's a BBC movie in the end, I thought it was another series, it's a movie. And it's actually originally a play written by J.B. Priestley, but the BBC made a movie of it. It's very good, surprisingly good. And I was immediately sort of captivated by the story because the story opens and actually ends with this dialogue. At the beginning, you just hear these words, and I'm not giving anything plot-related away by telling you this, so you can still watch it and be surprised. But in the beginning of the film, you hear these words, this question, this conversation. Do you believe in God? She responds, yes. He asks, how can you? She responds, I can't believe in people. I have to believe in something or I'd fall. Fall through the cracks and never stop falling. That's really powerful if you stop and think about it. But it doesn't end there, and sort of this murder mystery unfolds. The inspector, before he leaves people he's investigating, he leaves them kind of with a speech. And this is the speech that he gives them. Bearing in mind what you just heard regarding that opening dialogue about belief. I can't believe in people. I have to believe in something or I'd fall. Fall through the cracks and never stop falling. So the inspector leaves the family with these words. Just remember this. There are millions and millions of Eva Smiths and John Smiths with their lives and hopes and fears, their suffering and chance of happiness, all intertwined with our lives and what we think and say and do. We don't live upon this earth alone. We are responsible for each other. And if mankind will not learn that lesson, then the time will come soon when he will be taught it in fire and blood and anguish. Now, it's a period piece, and it alludes to the onset of World War I. But as you think about those words and our mutual responsibility to one another, and even the need for some, if not all of us, but I would argue all of us need to believe in something. We don't all necessarily believe in the same things, but we need faith in something or someone, or we fall through the cracks and feel alone and forsaken. But when you think about our mutual responsibility, and if we fail to care for one another, where that leaves us, that's very connected to the pandemic and the predicament we've been in now for over a month of social distancing and isolating and so forth. And what does it mean then to hold on to faith in those circumstances? That's the question. And in thinking about that idea, I thought about this passage from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 9, beginning in verse 28. Jesus is about to heal a pair of blind men. And before he does so, he just asks them this: "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" They said to him, "Yes, Lord." Then he touched their eyes and said, "According to your faith, let it be done to you." According to your faith, let it be done to you. Do you believe in God? Yes. How can you? I can't believe in people. I have to believe in something or I'd fall. Fall through the cracks and never stop falling. So as we think about what we are willing to believe in today and hold on to faith and hope, this is an African American spiritual. And I love the refrain. The name of the spiritual is "We've Come This Far by Faith." But there's a line in the refrain that says, "God's never failed us yet. Can't turn around. We've come this far by faith." God's never failed us yet. So hold on to that idea in the moment that you find yourself in and in the days that we still have ahead, that you would hopefully hold fast to faith and hope, and recognize and look for opportunities to care for one another out of that faith as an expression of your faith, that you would see the value in loving and caring for those you have around you or you have opportunity to come into contact with, in all the different ways that you can do that. We've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed us yet. we've come this far by faith. Just remember the good things God has done. Things that seemed impossible. Praise Him for the victories He has won. Oh, we've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed us yet. Oh, 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 can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. We've come this far by faith. Don't be discouraged with trouble in your life. He'll bear your burdens and remove all the discord and strife. Oh, we've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He's never failed us yet. Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. We've come this far by faith. Oh, 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 can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. We've come this far by faith. Be safe, be well, stay strong.